What's up, nerds? My name is Steve from Flipping the Nerd, and this is the top 10 favorite Queen songs. Now, I don't know if a music list is going to work really well for this format, so I'm going to give it a try. If it works well, awesome. I'll do another one near the end of the year. If it doesn't, it was a cool experiment, and it got me to talk about my favorite band in the world, Queen. So, Queen, I think it's the greatest band of all time. Freddie Mercury being the best frontman. That's my opinion, of course, and people are very opinionated when it comes to music, so I'm sure I'm going to hear about it. But I do want to talk about my favorite songs from the band, and I know it's a little late. Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, came out like last year, but I wasn't doing these, and I just wanted to celebrate Queen in some way, so I'm doing a top 10. But before, as always, I'm going to do a few honorable mentions. The first one being I Want to Break Free. I Want to Break Free, I think, has a good beat. It's a very good song. It's one you don't hear all too often, and I think it's a shame. Apparently, when it came out, now, of course, this is before my time a little bit. I was young when this came out, but it was very controversial because of the video, and you're going to see pictures when I announced it of what the video looked like. And, who cares? I don't know. Maybe it was something in the 80s, but great song, but not quite a top 10. Then we have Somebody to Love. I just really like this song. It's a nice song. It's got great lyrics. So it's a solid entry, definitely, in Queen. And there's not a lot of bands that have such awesome songs that could be just honorable mentions and not in the top 10. And and this song is an example of that. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Just a nice little bopping music and kind of in the Elvis Presley type of air, and I just really enjoy listening to it. It's one of those songs that puts you in a good mood, and that's why I want to at least mention it. Then there's another one, Bites the Dust, that amazing bass beat that they have. It's just so catchy and shows that Queen isn't just Freddie Mercury, there's everybody in this band really contributes in their own way, and this is a perfect example of that. And finally, Flash, which I adore, which comes from the Flash Gordon show. It just has this I don't know, I laugh every time I listen to this song. Maybe it's because I'm thinking of the Flash Gordon show. That there's a scene in the movie Ted where this song plays at the perfect moment, and it's brilliant, and I just absolutely adore this song. But again, not quite a top 10. So let's find out, what are my top 10 favorite Queen songs. Number 10. We Will Rock You. Now that probably surprised you, because We Will Rock You is maybe the most famous Queen song, and if not, it's definitely the most played, because you hear it at every single sporting event. It's got one of the most recognizable beats in the history of music. Very simple, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap. And it's brilliant. The reason it's so low on the list probably is because I heard it so many times at every sporting event. And it is a little simple, but Freddie Mercury kills it on the song. And it is a very, truly amazing song. But it's low on the list because maybe it is because I've heard it way too much. But there's other songs on here that I play all the time, and I'm not bored of them. So who knows what it is. But definitely a worthy entry on the top 10. Number 9. These are the days of our lives. Sorry, these are the days of our lives. This is the last song that Freddie Mercury did a video for, and you'll see the pictures, and he looks really frail, and it's such a good song and a perfect way for him to finish on. It was really kind of his swan song, and it's a nice reflection on his career and what he wanted to be and what he did, and it's just awesome. Now, he didn't even write it, if I understood correctly. It was actually Roger Taylor, I believe, wrote it about his daughter. But it works really well with Freddie Mercury being his last hurrah. And it's so sad that Freddie Mercury passed away so quickly. Definitely the world lost a huge musical talent there. And at least we have this to see him one last time, and it's heartbreaking to watch that video, just see how frail he was at the end. And AIDS is a terrible, terrible disease. But this song will always live forever, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, had to be on the list. Number 8. The Show Must Go On. Also a late entry into the Queen library. It's just a really powerful song. Again, echoing kind of Freddie's last hurrah before he passed away, showing that you need to persevere and go forward. And I really enjoy this song for that. It's one of those really motivational songs, and I really like that from this song. It's something that I like to listen to when I'm trying to motivate myself to do something, and it's just a brilliant song, so I really enjoy it. Number 7. Let Me Entertain You. This is one I don't hear often. People either don't talk about it, or you don't really get, it doesn't get much airplay. I really like this song. It's got Freddie's kind of kookier side. It flows in different ways. Like, it's not a consistent kind of beat, and I just really enjoy the way this song plays and the way this song makes me feel. It's a really fun song to listen to, and that's why it's on my list, because I enjoy listening to it. It just brings everything up, and I don't know what else to say about it. I really enjoy this song. So Let Me Entertain You was definitely a contender for my list. Number 6. Radio Gaga. I like this song more when it's a live version of Radio Gaga as opposed to the studio version of Radio Gaga. I like the song so much that when I used to do a weekly video game show, I called it Video Game Blah Blah, which is something that comes from this song, because at one point it says Radio Blah Blah. I really, really enjoy Radio Gaga. It's amazing to see when you watch it live, especially when you're watching a clip of it, because everyone puts their hands up at the same time, especially when you watch like the Wembley one in 87 or the one in 85, Live Aid. Just, it's incredible to see the crowd in unison doing the "Here we come now." It's just, I don't want to sing because I'm terrible and copyright, but as if me singing it would give me a copyright strike, because I really am the worst singer in the world. But amazing song, great to see live. Yeah, had to be on the list. Number 5. Killer Queen. I just adore the lyrics to this song. I love Freddie Mercury's range on this song, and it's one that it's just, I just want to tap my foot and snap my fingers to. It's such a great song, and it really shows what Queen is all about, and it's sassy and it's powerful, and I absolutely love Killer Queen. It's one that I listen to often, and one that I was going to say if you haven't heard it, but come on, if you're watching this, you've heard of Queen, you've probably heard of Killer Queen, and that's why why it's so high on my list. Killer Queen, had to be on this spot. Number 4. Under Pressure. Similar to Radio Gaga, I prefer the live version to this than the original version. The original version, the studio version, has David Bowie in it, and I love David Bowie for sure, but I prefer the all Freddie Mercury version of this song personally. Again, so amazing to watch him perform this one live, especially, in my opinion, at the Wembley show. And his, what he does before he does this song, he just does sounds and he makes the crowd do the same sounds. It's an absolutely incredible thing to watch. Again, super, super famous beat, and a lot of people would know this beat because Vanilla Ice used it for Ice Ice Baby. And I actually heard that Vanilla Ice owns the rights to Under Pressure now because he wanted it for the Ice Ice Baby. But anyway, it's a great song. My God, John Deacon is fantastic. playing the bass on this, and it's an incredible musical performance. And if for some reason you haven't seen it, watch the Wembley show, and even if you're going to check out one thing, it would be the Under Pressure performance on that show. It's amazing. Number 3. We Are the Champions. I adore this song. It's probably the second song from Queen that really made me love them. Like, there's one that is what introduced me to Queen, which is still a little bit higher, but this one was second. I remember discovering it when I was watching, I think it was Mighty Ducks that played it when they won the championship in the first movie. And of course, when I won championships in baseball specifically, we would play that song and we would sing that song, and it's such an incredible achievement song, and you feel like you've won, and you feel empowered, and it's just Freddie Mercury again, absolutely killing it with his vocals on this. And I really hated my last job, like absolutely disgusted of what my last job was. I pushed really hard to get what my new job is, because I absolutely adore my new job. It's incredible. And when I finally, after 4 years of trying to get into this job, got my letter of offer, the first thing I did is I played this song. I felt so good, and it makes me feel so good, this song. And I played it in the car on my last day of finishing my old job. It's just, that's the kind of power this song has, and that's why it was so high on my list. Number 2. Bohemian Rhapsody. I know what you're thinking. Really? Number 2? Not number 1? I know. You're probably expecting Bohemian Rhapsody to be number 1, but it is my number 2. This is, however, the song that introduced me to Queen. My dad did listen to Queen when I was a kid, but it didn't register until, like a lot of people in the 90s, I saw it in Wayne's World. I watched Wayne's World, I'm like, man, what's that song? And my dad's like, that's Bohemian Rhapsody. I have the tape, because yes, I am that old. I have the cassette tape. Do you want to listen to it? And that's how I discovered Queen, listening to that cassette tape. And that brought me to all the other songs on that cassette tape. I think it was a best of, so I had all the hits on that tape. And Bohemian Rhapsody, man, it's an emotional roller coaster of a song. It really brings you through all the emotions of sad and happy and triumphant, and it's a fantastic song. I think it's as close to a perfect song as a song can get. A definite classic, and I don't know what else to say about it. Bohemian Rhapsody was absolutely considered to be number 1, but there's one song that I personally like better, and it is a list about my favorites, not about the best Queen songs. And so let's get to it. Number 1. Don't Stop Me Now. If I'm in a bad mood, Don't Stop Me Now is the song that I'm going to pop into my ears and put myself back into a good mood. This song is just the definition of fun as far as music goes. And again, it pushes me to I'm unstoppable, and I can reach my goals, and I can reach my dreams. And Don't Stop Me Now is a song that I can really, really feel. It's in my top 5 favorite songs of all time. It's an incredible song. It's my go-to. It's my go-to song if I'm feeling down in any way. Don't Stop Me Now is an incredible musical achievement as far as I'm concerned. It's a very early Queen hit as well. So, yeah, I mean, amazing song. So, let me know. What do you think of my list? What are your favorite Queen songs? Is Queen your favorite band? I'd love to know all that. I'd love to discuss Queen. Anytime I get a chance to talk about Queen, it's fun time for me. Do you think I should do more of these music lists? Something similar to this? My favorite songs of favorite artists, or maybe my favorite albums for a certain thing. I don't know. I'll figure something out. So that's that. Next week is the series finale of Game of Thrones. So of course I'm going to do a Game of Thrones episode. I will list my top 10 favorite Game of Thrones characters. And the list keeps changing as this season is progressing. So it's very interesting in that way. So check that out. Check out all the other videos I did, all the other top 10s. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all on the flip side.